we'll start off coming through the allotment gates. Got a very overgrown hedge here, which is absolutely amazing. There's plenty of birds nesting in there, and plenty of bees all over the blackberries. And there's so many blackberries. I mean, all the way along, it's absolutely caked in them. So that's kind of a nice free food resource. First bed, raised bed. Got lots of nasturtiums coming through there, as well as looking absolutely awesome. They're delicious in a salad. They're a really peppery type of leaf. Now this bed is completely overgrown. It's full of tomatoes, absolutely mad. There's some chard here as well, which I've left to go to seed for saving the seeds. You know, you've got some chives, a nettle, kind of unplanned. You know, tomatoes everywhere. Beetroot, more chard. There's actually some quite nice sized beetroot. There's loads of them hiding in here. So it's a bit of a crazy bed, to be honest. There's even marigolds knocking about underneath. But it's all doing all right. I've got another bed here with some rhubarb. And a huge squash plant. And the leaves are like, oh look, compared to my hand, they're absolutely massive. And it's starting to produce a few fruits now, which is cool. We've got the archway between the two raised beds. Got a fennel here which I left to go to flower. It was a bulb that I didn't harvest last year and I've just left it, and there's loads of these really interesting beetles on it. I had some carrots. I've harvested the carrots from here, and these are just the smaller ones that I've left in. And parsnips. It's the first year I've managed to get parsnips to grow. So that's looking quite cool. Got beans here. There's runner beans. There's French beans, which is like the purple ones down here. I think I've got some yellow ones knocking around as well. And these borlotti beans, which are kept for the bean. The beans swell up inside the pods, and you can harvest them, dry them, and then you just rehydrate them and cook them over the winter. So it's a lovely like winter sort of food source. Got a rhubarb here. I've planted up some winter radishes in here. I think it might be a bit early and there's a good chance they'll bolt. But hey ho. This was my sweet corn bed in which I planted some squash, and it's just taken a bed over completely. It's producing some fruits, which is nice, but it's gone a bit mad. Also have a patty pan squash plant here, and they're really pretty. And tasty too, which is the main thing. Got some Marina Dichogia squash here, and then straight into the squash bed I've got this lovely buddleia up here, which was here when I got the allotment, and it's huge, it's gorgeous. And my squash patch, plenty of nice size squashes coming up. You can't see them all very well, sadly, on camera. The patch is huge. I've done the odd video on that. I've got this load of fruits here. Look at them, beautiful. I've got what I call my main bed. Got lots of mint, herbs, sage there from Glastonbury Abbey, that sage. Verbena and cornflowers looking absolutely stunning. Absolute, look at that. Beautiful. Got some cosmos coming up there. And of course some more squash because I'm slightly obsessed. Got a Marina Dichogia coming up there. I've got some Crown Prince here. Some gorgeous tomatoes, Cordon Bleu tomatoes, marigolds, more sweet corn. This is the moonshine, they only grow small. Got some more beans here. I think I went a bit over the top on beans, to be honest. There's a few that need harvesting, but I don't know what to do with them because there's so many. Got more beans, so many beans, I just don't know what to do with them all, to be fair. I do pickle some, I'm in a really sweet pickle, which is pretty tasty. Got my rhubarb bed, which is done brilliantly. I've had one big harvest off it. I'll harvest a few towards the end of the month. and then leave the rest. You're not supposed to harvest them after July because the goodness goes back into the plant to help it over winter for next year. This is my compost bays. They are full to the brim now with lots of green material this time of year, as well as fresh manure and hay, which I get, and it rots down, produces loads of heat. And then I'll spread this on my beds in a no-dig fashion in the spring or late autumn, depends on when it's ready really. But you know, it's looking pretty nice at this time of year. The polytunnel, got loads of borlotti beans growing up here. It's all mixed in together. Tomatoes, abundant, just so many tomatoes. So many tomatoes. Lots of different varieties. Some for sauces, some just for salads. My son likes to just pick and eat them, to be fair, as well. Huge cucumber plant. This whole thing is a cucumber plant. It's going off in every direction. There's some pretty large fruits on there. Look at that. It's as big as my arm. It's even vining off under my potting table there, look. Kind of cool. That's my potting table. Got lots more beans here growing. Purple beans. Delicious. More tomatoes as well as some chilli plants. You can't see the chilli plants so well because they're kind of mixed in at the back, but you can see some of the chilies growing here.